Everything you're about to see in this video does not belong to me, but to their respectful owners. Content links that are used for this video is in the description box down below. So, with that said, enjoy the video. As you can already tell, I really love Stitch a lot. He is my favorite. And I actually have a tank top of him right now that I got from Hot Topic. It says he's from Hawaii and he has a little surfboard and everything. And I think for the purpose of this video, I think it's a perfect time for me to wear it. Perfect! But now I am all covered in glitter. But hey, it's a good way to spread the Disney magic.
Howdy do.
Hey guys, it's me, Diana again, and welcome back to my galaxy. And if you already read the title of this video or saw my thumbnail of the video, I am going to be talking about Stitch. I know what you guys are probably thinking. Why am I talking about Stitch, you may ask? It's because Disney made this specific announcement about Stitch. But before I tell you guys about the announcement, let's just backtrack and just take a small little trip back in time and just look back of what Disney has done over the years with Stitch. But why don't we just take a little walk down memory lane, shall we? First things first, let's just backtrack of all the things that we have seen with Lilo and Stitch. Well, Stitch in particular. If you guys have grown up into the 2000s like me, we have seen this, and also we might have seen this, although I have never seen this particular TV show of Stitch before, but I know some of you guys are going to tell me in the comments section down below. But before any of that, there was this, the original 2002 Walt Disney animated film called Lilo and Stitch. And you know what?
In a weird way,
looking back at this specific Disney poster, it instantly really makes me feel old because they say it's a Disney classic. So thank you, Disney, for making me feel old. I still love you.
Hello, boys and girls.
Don't trust him. I don't trust you.
oh my god, it don't make sense in the edit.
Moving right along. For those of you guys who have seen this particular Disney movie, you guys already know what happens. And to the people who haven't seen this particular Disney film, I suggest you guys should watch this Disney movie. It is such a good movie. It is literally one of my favorites that Disney has ever made, which I will explain some other time, and that will be another YouTube video for another day. But let me just tell you a little bit about the movie so that way you guys can get some context of what Lilo and Stitch is about. So, there is going to be some spoilers, so if you want to avoid some spoilers, just click off this video and then watch it back when you've already seen the movie.
Alright, we cool, we got that? That's cool.
Lilo and Stitch is about, well, Lilo and Stitch. Stitch is an alien named 626, and Stitch crashes lands on the island of Hawaii and meets Lilo, who lives with her older sister named Nani. While Nani is trying everything in her power to keep Lilo away from a foster home or an orphanage, Lilo tries to teach Stitch all about Ohana and how important family is. But when Lilo gets kidnapped by Gantu, it's up to Stitch to save his Ohana. I could explain it a lot more in a better detail, but then again, I just want to keep it short so that way you guys can still watch the movie without avoiding any spoilers. And besides, I didn't give that much away. Anyways, let's get to the announcement that Disney has made with Lilo and Stitch. There's actually two announcements actually. As of 2019, which is next year, Disney will have its own Netflix company called Disneyflix. Icing on the cake, Lilo and Stitch will have its own live-action remake, just like what they've done with their other films like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. Now originally, in the month of October, I did a poll on Twitter and Instagram to see what you guys think about Disney's decision of doing this, of having Lilo and Stitch into a live-action remake, and much to my surprise, you guys all voted yes. Now don't get me wrong, I'm just excited as you guys are, but I mean like, while I was looking on Instagram and Twitter, there are some fans that are acting, well, you know.
Are you kidding me?
Are you okay?
But as for me, My overall reaction to this was...
Wow!
Now for the Lilo and Stitch fans who are not excited about this news, I mean, at least give it a chance. But as for me, I am just so excited that Stitch is going to have a live-action remake. Because I mean, so far in the past, we've had the Lilo and Stitch movie that was in 2002, 2 direct-to-DVD sequels, which was Lilo and Stitch 2 and Leroy and Stitch, and we had 3 TV shows. Lilo and Stitch the series, Stitch the anime, and the new Stitch and I think that's how the way you pronounce it. I honestly don't know. Then again, I haven't seen that particular TV show. And when it comes to merchandise, he is legendary because Stitch has literally a truckload of merchandise in every way that you can think of. I'm not lying. And pretty much ever since then, Stitch has become a fan favorite for most people who are either Disney fans or Stitch fans, including myself, with his silly antics and of course his lovable and fluffy personality.
Aloha!
Side note, if you guys don't know what to watch or anything like that, I highly recommend that you guys should watch the Stitch anime series because it is a really unique take on Stitch. And if anything, Stitch speaks in perfect sentences in that particular series, and I just really love it. And I watched like 2 episodes of that anime and I enjoyed it a lot.
I've always wished I could fly. Hakata! I wanna fly! And after that, I'll be all alone with them? No way, Jose!
But back onto the live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch for a second. Although I am excited for it, I do have a couple of concerns of it. My major concern for Disney is just please, 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 please do not make Stitch ugly, please. Because I mean, seriously, I mean, like, look how cute and adorable he is. I mean, like, I'm kind of nervous of like how the way Stitch will be when he is in live action and everything. Because I mean, like, he's so cute in a plush toy form. He's so cute in the cartoons. He's so cute in the meet and greets and everything. My only hope is that I just really hope that Disney does not make Stitch ugly. So Disney, please do not make Stitch ugly. So that is my major concern for Stitch. My other concern is this. Since Disney is going to have Disney flicks, we have no idea where this live action Lilo and Stitch is gonna go. Is it gonna be a theatrical release? Is it gonna be on the Disney flicks or something like that? After watching this video that I saw on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description so that way you guys can watch it yourselves. We have no idea where this live action remake of Lilo and Stitch is gonna go. However, I do have like one idea that Disney could do. I mean, like, obviously they're gonna have a live action Aladdin, they're gonna have a live action Lion King. I feel that like for Disney, whenever they're gonna do the live action Lilo and Stitch, they could release the original movie into theaters like what they did with the Lion King. They released it again in 3D, and they did it with Monsters Inc. They released it in 3D to get the audience hype with the Monsters University and all that stuff. I feel like to get the audience hype about the live action Lilo and Stitch, they should release the original movie of Lilo and Stitch into theaters so that way they can have the family there and introduce new kids to Lilo and Stitch, and then later on, whenever the live action Lilo and Stitch is ready, release it into theaters. Not only you'll have some grown-ups at the theater who have grown up with Stitch, including myself, you'll also have children there who are introduced to Lilo and Stitch, and they might like it too. And as an ad bonus, like for whenever they have like a live action remake for Lilo and Stitch, if they release it in theaters, put like stuffed toys around the theaters because Stitch has a lot of merchandise And that'd be a great way for Disney to make some of the money, not just the movie alone, but also some of the merchandise that they could have when the movie is playing. You know what? Just for an ad bonus, not only they can sell some merchandise at the theaters, but they can also have promotions at their Disney stores. I mean, seriously, Stitch is literally on top of the Walt Disney Store in Disney World, for goodness sakes. All that aside, it would be a great idea for Disney to have the live-action Lilo and Stitch to be played in theaters, and also with the original 2002 film into theaters, because it will be great entertainment for kids and grown-ups alike, and it's perfect and wonderful family-friendly content, all brought to you by the Walt Disney Company. But then again, we just got the news that Disney is going to do a live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. We don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know what's going to happen in 2019. What are your guys' suggestions? Let me know in the comments down below. And with all that said and done, I'm going to end the video right now, because I mean, it is going longer than I expected. Like, I can just talk about Stitch all day long, but then again, we're going to be here for hours, and I don't want to take up your guys' time for that. But then again, it'll be a great topic for another YouTube video, which I will save for another day. Who knows? But for now, I'm just gonna say my goodbyes. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys love this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new, and also make sure you ring my bell so that way you guys can get notified on my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time on my galaxy. Love you all. Bye.